Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, you know who isn't having a fantastic week? Yep, that's the Norwegian Epic. Not a good time at all. So shortly after their leaving port, a few days into their cruise, the Norwegian Epic started to have problems with her propulsion system. The engines weren't working quite properly. Apparently 2 of the 6 engines are having problems, and you know the size of these engines. They're absolutely huge. They're needed a lot of power to move these size ships. And anyway, it started slowing down, and eventually it stopped in the water for a good hour or so before picking up again and heading off. Cruise passengers are kind of disgruntled because they missed their port in Tortola, and then they missed their port in St. Thomas, and they're rerouted to San Juan. And so they're already having disgruntled passengers on board, and things are going bad on this cruise. And what happens? Because of the engine situation and the propulsion system and the windy weather that day, they ended up running into the docks and broke 2 of the pier points off. And you can see it going right here. These ships are so huge, doesn't matter how fast they're going, whatever they hit, they destroy. So these things just went like a rock and a stone, just down it went. It's pretty incredible. No one was hurt during this. That's the good thing. Out of all this situation, nobody's hurt. Very much inconvenienced, but safety is a priority. The pier, however, has a couple damage points, and the Coast Guard and dock workers will have to inspect it to see exactly how much damage is done and can be repaired. The ship had a few scrapes along the side, nothing that will ruin it for being seaworthy or any worries along those parts. The biggest worry, of course, is what's wrong with those engines, because how long will it take to fix? Will they be running under reduced power from now on? We're not sure, so lots to be asked. Norwegian Cruise Line has offered the passengers a 50% future cruise credit for all guests because of the inconvenience of missing the 2 ports and the problems of slowing down. And a lot of passengers are a little disgruntled, saying this should have been a full refund. And well, let's just take a look back to yesterday, where we announced that Carnival had a fire on board and they missed one of their ports as well. They offered a $50 future cruise credit, not 50%, $50. So while it's not a full cruise credit, 50% isn't really that bad. I'd say that's sort of along with lines of the standard. It's not like the ship was stranded at sea for a couple days. You were still able to enjoy the amenities. The show still went on. The food was still there. The drinks were still there. But you were stuck on a ship for a little longer than you thought. But 50% I think is not too bad. I think it's kind of fair, actually. So I won't rip into Norwegian on this amount, although I could be way off base because I'm a pretty lenient person. As a matter of fact, I tend to give in easy on some things, and so yeah, that's just my personality, I guess. What do you guys think? Do you think 50% was acceptable for this? They missed 2 of their ports. They still got to their other ports. They were diverted to San Juan. They hit the dock, but that doesn't really inconvenience people per se too much. It's more of an inconvenience for the dock, I'd say. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. It's just the Norwegian Epic is just not having a good week. Not a good week at all. So I hope you liked this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. You want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.